Hello, this is the Böker Rangebuster Maroon, a micarta handled lockback pocket knife made by Böker in Solingen, Germany, and it is, to all intents and purposes, a sodbuster, really, with a few important differences that we'll have a look at in a sec. But if you were to read about it from the website, it says it has the shapes of the Solinger Hippoknip and his American counterpart, the sodbuster. So sodbuster I'm familiar with. I think that's my favourite knife pattern, to be honest, the sodbuster. Most of my knives are that shape. I don't know if you've noticed if you're a regular on my channel. The Hippoknip I don't know anything about, and I would be very keen to learn. If you have something to tell me, that would be great in the comments below. But let's carry on with this little review. So this, as I said at the beginning, is the Böker Rangebuster Maroon. Now, under bright light, that handle is maroon, but it's such a dark colour that under these lights, just normal lights, it looks very dark, doesn't it? I can assure you it is very dark maroon. Now, if I were keeping this knife, I would probably give it a bit of a sand, a very light sanding, just to maybe expose a bit of the colour. However, I'm not going to keep it, and I'll tell you why at the end. So we've got, as I said, micarta handles. The micarta is very nice. I don't know what sort of micarta it is. Some sort of linen micarta. And it's beautifully made. Absolutely flawless, really. The lockback is absolutely flush, very smooth there, which isn't easy to do. A lot of lockback knives, the lock does protrude slightly at rest, but this one is perfectly smooth. I'm going to open it up, and again the lock is perfectly flush, and it's all flush. It's all flush. I mean, that's not easy to do. I think Böker have done a fantastic job with that. So it's locked there, and it's a good lock. To unlock, you simply press that at the back. You can see it's you can't see because it's out of focus, sorry. You press the lock thing there and it releases the blade. Now, it doesn't have a snap like a slip joint. There's no half stops or anything. It's all two-handed and manual, and nothing happens until it clicks in place. Then it's nice and locked. So that's a real advantage over a traditional sodbuster, that it locks. Now, it is essentially sodbuster size. So I'm going to compare it to my GEC 71. There you go. I mean, it's the same size. Very, very similar shape. Much thinner. It's much lighter. It doesn't have any liners. It's just micarta. Whereas the 71 sodbuster does have the handles and the liners. So this is much thinner, much lighter, but to all intents and purposes the same shape, and significantly the 71 is a slip joint, so half stop and open, but it's not locked. Whereas this Böker, no half stops or anything, locked. Now that is a significant difference, and for some, a very significant advantage. Blade shape, very similar. Everything about it, very similar. I think Böker have taken the sodbuster design and thought, how can we make it better and more practical for everyday purposes? And they've kind of done it, really. Another everyday advantage is the steel that they've used, which is a Böker N690 steel. Stainless, tough, easy to sharpen, apparently. So that's another advantage over the carbon blade of the traditional sodbuster, which tarnishes and rusts. I love that sort of thing personally. However, stainless is the way to go if you want to keep it perfect. Other lovely details on here on this are the brass furniture. So we've got brass pivot, brass bird's eye pivot there. You can just make out the pin in there, in amongst the washer. Then we've got a pin there, another brass pin, a couple of brass pins either side of the naked lanyard tube. By naked I mean it doesn't have a tube, it's just a hole that goes through the micarta and the lockback mechanism. I don't know what that's called actually. On a slip joint it's a spring, but this isn't a spring, is it? And then that's it. It's just the micarta handles, no liners. The blade has a nice forgot my words. The nail nick. That's it. Thumb nick, nail nick thing there, and it's got this little groove to it, sort of match strike groove, which is nice. Interestingly, dull as you like. It comes from Böker, pretty much blunt. I don't know whether that's maybe some sort of German requirement. All my Bökers come blunt. That's not a problem. It's fine. Let's have a little measure with the ruler. I mean, you've seen it compared to the GC, the Farm and Field 71, so you know what sort of size we're talking about. But let's measure it officially. So we've got 9.5 centimeters closed, open 17.1 or 2, and then the blade length is 7.8, 7.7 centimeters. Cutting edge is 7 centimeters. Now, the length is irrelevant in terms of UK legal because it locks, so it's UK non-legal. But hey, that's it, folks, for the Böker Rangebuster Maroon. The reason I'm not keeping it is I think it's fantastic. I really like it. I've just got too many knives like this. Too many to warrant keeping this lovely thing. So I shall be putting it up for sale relatively soon. It comes with, sorry, I should have shown you the lovely little Böker pouch, little slip thing, which is really good, nicely made. It's perfect for keeping the knife nice in your pocket. And it comes in a good cardboard box there with it's all very snazzy, little magnet thing going on, and it's all presented like that, and it's all really good. Very good quality from Böker. I'm getting a bit Böker obsessed these days because my GC access is limited, being in Europe, and GCs are my kind of go-to knives, but I can't get hold of them. So I'm going Böker crazy these days. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a look around my channel for other knife reviews. I also do watches and EDC. Please like, subscribe. That would be really good. I'd really appreciate a subscription. The advantage for you is that you get little notifications every time I do a new video, and I do them as often as I can. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.